At the end of last year, we released the upcoming roadmap for Hell Let Loose. This detailed some of the new things coming to the game, including new maps, and highlighting some of the new additions, such as new weapons, new vehicles, and new game modes. I'm excited today to be joined by some of the Hell Let Loose developers to talk a little bit more about what they've been working on, as well as reveal the result of our community map vote between Metz and Seelow Heights. First up, we're going to talk about some of the new maps coming to the game.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm a level designer working on Hell Let Loose. One of the maps we're going to be introducing in 2026 is Juno Beach. Juno Beach will be set on D-Day +1, which allows us to tell the story of the map beyond the initial beach landings, which allows us to introduce cool things such as the marina, some fish markets, and a hidden radar bunker. This map will include elements from other maps such as Omaha Beach, and allows us to have some interesting features moving further inland. But the most exciting thing about Juno Beach is that it allows us to introduce the Canadians to the game.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm the creative director at Expression Games working on Hell Let Loose. One of the major parts of the 2026 Hell Let Loose roadmap is to include the long-awaited Canadian force. The Canadian contribution to World War II was significant, and we want to respect this contribution by including them into the game. We will include completely authentic Canadian uniforms, weapons, equipment, and vehicles.
Additionally, we're going to be returning to the Eastern Front, more specifically Operation Spring Awakening. This is going to take us to the Lake Balaton area, so we can see the last offensive for the German forces. Here we want to tell the story of the assault the German forces took into some strong Soviet defenses. Fighting against heavily defended positions and the weather proved really difficult for the Germans, and we want to convey this in this map.
It's not just new maps coming to Hell Let Loose this year. We're also going to be delivering a refresh of a map that deserves a little bit of love.
Additionally, Remagen is going to be getting a refresh, tackling some of the gameplay elements, but without changing too much of what it makes it unique. This involves widening the bridge and redesigning the gangway underneath, making it more accessible to go between the top and bottom levels. Additionally, we've added a couple of extra crossings to the Rhine. This alleviates the issue of the bridge being a massive choke point, giving the attackers some more flanking opportunities. And finally, we've added some more land to certain areas of the rivers, allowing commanders to not be as limited with their placement of airheads. This is all wrapped up with some updated lighting, bug fixing, and skirmish coming to Remagen.
Now is the time that you have all been waiting for. Who has won in the community map vote? Was it Metz or Seelow Heights? As a reminder, for those of you who are unaware, here are the two options that you could have selected.
Metz, 1944. This was fought between the United States and the German forces, and this map would feature medieval forts, rivers, and lots of rolling farmland. So we have Seelow Heights, 1945, which was an Eastern Front battle between the Soviet Union and Germany. This map would feature a combination of large open fields mixed with some heavily entrenched defensive positions.
After 2 weeks of intense voting, over 17,000 votes from the community, and so much discussion across different forums online, we eventually have come to our winner. And only just coming out as your champion, our third map of this upcoming roadmap is Seelow Heights. Congratulations to Seelow Heights and everybody who voted for their map. And thank you if you voted for Metz and were just part of the poll. We appreciate you being part of it. And we hope that you enjoyed this little bit of community interaction, which we hope will continue into this upcoming year. For those of you who are excited for Seelow Heights, please do let us know down in the comments below about what you're most excited for about this brand new map. However, outside of new maps, we've still got loads of other things in the works. So it's only right that we pass it over to Xander to tell us a little bit more about what he's been working on.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'm a game designer working on Hell Let Loose. One of the features that we'll be adding in 2026 I'm really excited to talk about is a new 50 versus 50 game mode called Conquest. So one of the things we're investigating adding to the game mode is a feature that's long been requested by the community, which is a ticket system. So deaths take away from the tickets. So each team has to be a lot more careful with how they spend their troops, so to speak. We're hoping that this can also make each role that doesn't always get to shine, like the medic, a bit more impactful in the moment-to-moment gameplay. One of the things we really want to emphasize with this game mode is map control, and we're also investing in a few other features as well that can try and make this game mode feel more impactful for the community.
The Conquest game mode is something we're really excited to share with you, and we hope to be able to give you a hands-on experience in testing very, very soon.
So something else that's coming for Hell Let Loose in 2026 is weapons for the factions. The choices that we're picking will be a combination of the things that we think will enhance the gameplay the most, while also being weapons that the community have long since been asking for. We're looking to try and fill the gaps that some of the factions currently have at the moment, while also adding things that'll help each one have their own aesthetic and feel to them as well, because that's really important to us.
We're always looking for new vehicle types for the game, both vehicles that are historically authentic to the various settings or campaigns within the game, but also that offer new gameplay elements as well. There are quite a few holes in terms of the vehicle list in Hell Let Loose, and there are some notable vehicle types that Hell Let Loose has never done, and those are the main focus for us as we continue into development.
This roadmap isn't all about new additions, however, and we are going to be continuously working on Hell Let Loose to improve the experience that you, as the player, receive.
A major part of our work is always ongoing. This is bug fixing, quality of life improvements, and gameplay enhancements. This is an area the team is constantly looking at throughout all of development. For those players who are really into both the variety of uniforms and skins for vehicles, for example, we will continue on this piece of work, offering more variety so you have more things to choose from in your inventory. But rest assured, they will be 100% historically authentic.
Thank you so much for watching. This is all that we've got for you today, but we hope that you've enjoyed listening to some of the developers as they talk about what's coming in this upcoming roadmap. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe below, and follow us on our social medias to stay up to date with all Hell Let Loose news, whether that be about Hell Let Loose or Hell Let Loose Vietnam coming out this year in 2026. I have been Ben B, your community manager, and I cannot wait to see you on the front lines.